It's Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
If you like pina coladas.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Check it out right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now,
The three-time sexiest man in Millington, Johnny Harden.
What is up? What is up? Welcome into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. And yeah, I'm pretty happy, you could say. Guess what? Real deal Holyfield baseball is back. And y'all are, I'm not saying like we had it this weekend. What I'm saying, though, it's happening this coming weekend. Yes, the real deal Holyfield. It is coming upon us. I cannot believe it. I am so fired up. And guess what? It's not even it's just, what are we? It was 2 weeks from Saturday. We're like 12 days away or something, and we're going to see the Tigers and Ole Miss. I'm talking about, holy smokes, all this NFL action, Antonio Brown drama, Hard Knocks, all this NFL just kind of whatever we're watching and talking about is about to go out the window because the real deal Holyfield is looming large, and it's coming extremely fast. I can't wait to watch the Gators and the Canes. That's this Saturday night. It's really happening. I don't know about you, Gabe. I already have plans for Saturday, buddy.
What are you doing? Am I invited?
Watching the Gators and the Canes, baby. And yes, you were invited. We are going to have a lot of fun. I know everybody's fired up. So we're going to be talking football all week long. We're also going to be talking about all the great things that are going around in baseball because there's been some mad stuff. Houston going out and get Zach Greinke. And then Greinke coming in there and getting his 200th career win the other night. And dude just is, he's got 200 career wins, a career 3.35 ERA. He's won a Cy Young. He's a 5-time All-Star. He's a bad mamma jamma. And I don't know how many people will believe me when I say this because you aren't baseball nerds like me. But if you go by WAR, like wins above replacement, two guys who are in the Hall of Fame, and they played for the Braves, and that's Tom Glavine, and, of course, our good buddy John Smoltz. Smoltz, 66.4. Glavine, 73.9. Yeah, but guess what? Greinke has a 70.8. It's more than Smoltz, and it's definitely within reach of Tom Glavine. So, basically, I was kind of looking at it, and I was wondering about Houston's rotations where, you get Garrett Cole, he's down, he's injured. But, you got Verlander, the Grink man, all these guys out there who are going to be doing their thing. And this Houston team, they got a win yesterday, but they struggled mightily against the A's. The A's made a nice little comeback. But, man, that Astros rotation is scary, friends. And I'm saying baseball is picking up like a madman. The National Football League is picking up, and golly, college baseball literally is kicking off Saturday with the Canes and the Gators. Dang, I can't even say it. But I am so fired up, and I'm really ready for the week. So I want y'all to jump in and help me out. It's Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7. We're rocking all week long. But hit us up on the First Bank text line at 67129. Or hit me up on the First Bank phone line at 360-8255. That's 360-8255, because we are going to talk about it all. And I do have to start off with one quick little thing. Before I jump into the absolute lunacy of what is Antonio Brown, the Raiders, the Hard Knock situation, Mike Mayock, all that good stuff, Nathan Peterman. I'm going to mention something that I think that's pretty awesome and pretty crazy and pretty weird. Before I get into all that, and I think it was Gregor Eli, I can't remember which one, but did y'all see the young man And the A's, again, had a very good series over the weekend versus the Astros. I mean, until yesterday, they were beating their brains in. And they picked up a kid. This is not a joke. He was at a booth at a Colorado Rockies game this year, and dude just goes out there and throws like a 90-some-odd mile-an-hour fastball. He's 23 years old. They sign him. He goes out and he's working out with the organization. Now he's at rookie level ball down at the Arizona League, but his very first time ever stepping out there on the plate, stepping out on the mound, every single guy who stepped in the box struck out. He struck out the side. That is crazy. Like, what? Like, you did, like, this dude's life, think about his life and how much it changed by him going to that Rockies game and probably dropping a few bones on throwing it at the mile-per-hour gun and catching the eye of a scout or whatever happened. All I know is this is one of those stories that it's like, straight up, you're going to be watching this bad boy in a few years on the big screen because it's just crazy. It absolutely is crazy. Now, today, got to tell you what we're doing on Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. And y'all know me, your sports mixologist. You know you got Gabe Kuhn with me. You can reach him at 901-360-8255. We are going to talk a lot about what happened with some of our former Tigers in the National Football League. We saw Paxton Lynch get lit up like a Christmas tree. Homie got lit up so bad. Slide, dude. And don't put your face out there like, hey, hit me in the head, man. Here, I'm going to slide, but I'm going to leave my head up so you can just knock it off. Bro, I am so glad. Like, I don't even know how that, like, his neck held his head on last night. I don't know how his helmet stayed on, to be honest with you.
Man, I texted him this morning to make sure he was all right.
Dude, that was
he
very
said
kind
he's
of
okay.
you. He said he's okay.
But at the same time, that slide was a little rough. I can't lie. He's got to get down a little more.
Got to work
a little
on
upright,
man.
a little upright.
We got to work on it.
But I getting hit in the head like that's never okay.
No, it's never okay, and it was scary, and it was very scary, honestly. But let's be honest with a lot of things. How proud were you of many of the Tigers from this weekend? Paxton Lynch's performance was disappointing. He did not have a good. He looked horrible. Let's just be honest. But you know who looked great? And you can just sit there and let's be real. It even had their owner saying Zeke who, and I know he's joking and laughing about that. By the way, if Jerry Jones is laughing about the Zeke situation and making fun of it, that means Zeke's about to come back to camp and they're about to have this thing worked out because he wouldn't be doing that. But Pollard looked great. Like, he looked strong.
Yeah, I've been sort of saying that. I feel like he's more equipped right now.
You have been. And
but
by the way,
obviously it's preseason. I'm not going to pat myself on the back yet. But like I said, we talked about that with the running backs, man. If you go and grab Zeke in fantasy, you got to handcuff him to Tony. Because Tony, if Zeke is not playing, Tony will be the feature back for them.
Well, I also feel the same way. I'm sorry. With Gurley, I apologize. I feel just like with what happened with his legs, Darrell Henderson has proved he had 6 catches, 38 yards. He had 6 carries for 16 yards. And by the way, did you know Darrell Henderson's birthday is today? Like, happy birthday, Darrell Henderson. Did you know that?
Oh, it's his birthday today?
Yeah, today's
happy
his birthday,
my guy Darrell, man.
Yeah, so happy birthday.
He had a decent game catching the ball the other night,
6
too.
catches, dude.
Yeah.
6 catches. But, man, Tony Pollard, 5 carries, 42 yards and a touchdown, 1 catch for 9 yards. Both guys I thought looked great. So, congratulations to a couple former Tiger standouts. If we're going to talk Tigers and we're going to talk, you have to talk Bahamas, right? And before I jump off the Tigers and move back into football, I just want to say real quick, Penny, you are a bad man. Like, you are a bad man. And I know that they weren't playing anybody great, but can we be real? When we heard Damian Ball in middays earlier this year, we were so impressed with this young man, and we talked about him. And then you go out there and you watch how this guy plays. If you're watching whoever's, Periscope or whatever. I know everybody's seen the dunk by Ball, but it's not just the dunk. It's the way he played the entire thing. Ball is separating himself. Ball is becoming a leader of this team. Ball is a leader amongst men. This is a star-studded class that's deeper than all get out, but yet he's finding a way to separate himself with his play. So I got to give it to that young man. We'll be doing some studs and duds. We got straight no chaser, Hardenwood, your pick of the day. So we have a very busy show, but I had to give a shout out to Ball, Penny Hardaway, and the men in the Bahamas. That was just that was a very interesting situation. And then can also got to give a shout out to Doug Barron. That was pretty awesome. Doug Barron, can't believe this has happened for him. He never gave up, and now look at what he's done the last month of his life. Has been pretty amazing. But I also got to say, I want to bring this up right now, and I want to ask Gabe this question. And is he right or is he wrong? And we're talking about two people, two totally different situations. And I want to know, right, wrong, who's doing it the right way, who's doing it the wrong way. What is the right way of doing things? Is everything got to be, handled differently? I kind of agree with that situation that everything should be, handled on its own merit and, done subjectively with its own, its own merit. But what I'm talking about is, did y'all see what happened with Ronald Acuna yesterday? I thought Snitker was I want to say it so bad, but I can't. He was the coach out there with the biggest guns, if you know what I'm saying, dude. He was just like, I'm the man. Acuna hits a ball. They're down 3-0 to the Dodgers, and he bounces one off the wall because he thinks it's a home run and he only gets a single on it. Guess what happens to their best player, who's been not just their best player, but him and Ozzy Albies have been carrying this team. They are awesome. Let's just be real. Ronald Acuna is flat out awesome. I don't know if you've looked at his numbers lately, but Acuna's hitting .333 with 10 home runs and 20 RBIs. Albies is hitting .361 with 3 home runs, 10 extra base hits, and 10 RBIs. That's since they came back from the break. They are on fuego. The Braves are playing great. Their bullpen is starting to work. And you know what Brian Snitker does? He teaches against the Los Angeles Dodgers when you're down 3-0. He benched his 21-year-old superstar for not hustling. And that is how you set the tone for the postseason. It doesn't matter what you do in August, but it sure as hell does in October.
And Acuna responded how he should have.
Like a man.
Exactly.
And
I wasn't right.
team,
I was wrong. I'm a second-year player. I should be running that out.
And he knows he should be standing on second base at least when you have a ball bounce off the wall like that with his speed. It could have hurt his team. The best thing, though, too, is Brian Snitker and their team battled back and won that game against the Dodgers. And I'm listening to all these Braves fans, and I'm thinking to myself, it was also probably guys who had money on the Braves, freaking out. How stupid is Brian Snitker? Why would you take out Ronald Acuna? He's your best player. You're a dumb blah, 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 blah. Dude had a great teaching moment. Arguably the best moment I've seen of his year this year. I think this is going to help the team going forward. And, this was a huge lesson. And, by the way, I would like to remind you what they've done. They've taken 4 of 6 from the hottest teams and the best team in baseball. And I'm talking about the Mets and the Dodgers. That's something to say, you've done really damn good. The Mets are on fire. Pete Alonso hit his 40th yesterday. Tap on my back. I'll go ahead and do it real quick for you, Gabe.
You love patting yourself on the back, man.
I do. Oh yeah, and also my man. I hit a couple more this weekend. He's so good, Jordan. But anyway, I just think that Brian Snitker had such an amazing moment for a 21-year-old superstar. It's going to permeate, I think, throughout the entire team. I think it helps because you have young pitchers from Mike Soroka and Max Fried. You have new guys over in Mark Melancon and Shane Green. He's showing that, whether you're Freddie Freeman, Josh Donaldson, or the superstar Ronald Acuna, everybody's going to go out there and give their best performance. You make a mistake hustling, I can deal with that. You make a mistake not hustling, your butt's going to sit right next to me. Love it. Now, switching sides. And this is a very weird switch. Weird switch, because Brian Snitker, I thought, had a teaching moment. had a real coaching moment with his young superstar, Ronald Acuna. And I think a veteran like Antonio Brown, who obviously now is making me think, at one point I remember even kind of like starting to sway and say, man, I thought the Pittsburgh Steelers were the most, nobody had they're one of the best run organizations in the National Football League and have been since the beginning of time. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'm wrong. Ben's made a lot of mistakes. Oh, Ben's all this, the team's losing all this. And bang, you take out Antonio Brown, not a peep out of the Pittsburgh Steelers this season. Not a peep. You insert him into Oaktown Boogie Woogie, aye. And poor John Gruden's answering every day about his feet, about his helmet. It's got to be getting annoying. Mike Mayock's having a secret press conference. He's saying he might quit, and then I have to say this, and I'm gonna say this because this is where I just think you're wrong. Whether you agree with it, whether you believe it, whatever it is, when you get a $31 million extension, and you're paid by this league. I don't think you can do what AB did this week, and I think he crossed the line, and I mean a big line. Do you know what I'm even talking about?
You're talking about him not showing up because he was mad about his helmet?
No, he didn't show up because he's mad about his helmet, okay? The NFL apparently stands for no effing loophole, okay? This is what Pro Football said. They said, NFL apparently stands for no effing loophole because of the helmet. Do you know how he responded? Wrong. NFL, no. NFL, N-word for life. Super prejudice, unbelievable. Can you realistically, I know you're one of the best wide receivers in the whole wide world. I don't remember Colin Kaepernick going out there and saying that about the NFL. Like, did this not, am I crazy or is this worse?
Much.
I mean,
Antonio
holy
Brown.
cow.
I see a lot of people
about it.
I see a lot of people on Twitter talking about he needs a psych eval. I agree, man.
Dude, yeah.
He has some serious issues he needs to work through with his mental. He's having problems that not any. Name one other person that has not played because of a helmet issue. Tom Brady was told he couldn't use his helmet.
Aaron Rodgers.
What did he do? Took it off, got a new one. It's that
Everybody,
simple.
dude. There's not a player in the NFL who probably hadn't had to deal with this over some time. Come on, man. It's football. It's equipment. You deal with it. It's just like you think the first person who ever had to wear a bar face mask was like, dead gum and I can't see. This dead gum face mask. I mean, come on now. Listen, life is what it is, dude. They're just trying to make it safer for y'all. You're getting paid very handsomely. This is getting stupid, and this is going to make me mad, and this is where I want to ask all of y'all out there at 67129, is there any chance this is straight BS and straight up for TV and media consumption? Is there any way that AB and Mike Mayock and John Gruden and Derek Carr and all of them are sitting back in some room laughing at the rest of the world because they're doing this for Hard Knocks? Is there any chance of that? Is there any chance that they're all sitting around laughing and having a good old time, acting like they're really in a, basically their season's messed up before it even starts. They got one of the most difficult schedules in the NFL. And they're, I guess, acting a fool for maybe Hard Knocks, and people are going to think they're nothing, and then they come out and they're laughing somewhere. Is there any chance of that, or is AB crazy?
You know the answer to that. He's just
crazy.
He's on another level right now. And
why does John keep protecting him?
He's not.
Did
you hear Mike Mayock though?
No, Mike. He finally
he said he's either all in. He's like, I have exhausted all options. He's
all
either
in,
all in
out.
or all out. I can't keep trying to come to his relief when there's no relief. I can't
sad.
help him anymore. You know.
It's just sad, to be honest with you. It doesn't make sense to me. Again, he is such an unbelievable talent. I want to see what John Gruden can do with him. Don't you? I want to see if Derek Carr is a good quarterback. I want to know.
We're going to see him play this year, I certainly think. But
I think so, too.
He needs to stop doing this because it's putting a damper on the season before it starts.
Wow, everybody and their grandmother. You want to know how so funny? I said it was Todd Gurley's birthday. I mean, I'm sorry, Todd Gurley. Darrell Henderson's birthday. I was just talking. What did I speak about? Todd? Oh no, Todd Gurley. Darrell Henderson backs up Todd Gurley. What am I thinking? I know I was thinking Todd Gurley for some reason. But anyway, DA, his birthday is today. Do you know what people are also texting in now? Famous people's birthdays.
Who else's birthday is it?
Now this is also according to my text line, so I can't give you like verification. So I feel like almost this is probably wrong. But one dude said, "This is Herbie's birthday, bro. Get ready for college football." Now, is he saying that because football season's right around the corner, or is it really Herbie's birthday? It must be his birthday. And another person says, Bill Clinton's 73 today, Holmes. So there's that. Darrell Henderson, Bill Clinton, and Herb Street. Sounds like a beginning of a joke, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nope. Well, happy birthday, gentlemen.
Yep, it is his birthday.
Is it really?
Nice. Okay.
Which one?
Bill Clinton.
Oh, what about Herbie?
I'm sure it is.
You think it is? So these guys are on fire, huh? Congratulations, Texters. Good job, man. I'm gonna give you a little pat on the back, like I like to pat myself on the back.
Herbie's birthday.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Oh, man. We are on fire. We are on fire. But now I do need to ask y'all, and I do want y'all to hit me up at 67129, and I really do need to take a break. I'm going to come back with some studs. I'm going to come back with some duds. I got all kinds of great stuff. We're going to have fun with Straight No Chaser. Carl's up in the hizzy. Don't forget, we got Hard and Wood because it feels so right. We got marijuana hidden in peppers. I mean, we got crazy stories. Yeah, and by the way, dude, who wants to smoke pot that tastes like marijuana? I mean, that tastes like a jalapeno pepper. Like, dude, your lips will be burning. Woo-wee.
How about your lungs?
Dude, this one guy came in and says, no, Clinton's 69. And then he said, oh, LOL, forever. Texter, you are such a bad texter. That was pretty good. No, happy birthday. To all those who were born, and I think his real birth, I think it was, what was it, 73? I don't have it on that page. There it is. Yeah, they said he was 73. Oh, that was funny. I'm sorry. But no, I got to take a quick break. I got to thank my very good buddy, Chad Gatlin. Y'all know him, don't you? MemphisFarmers.com. It's very simple. MemphisFarmers.com. Think it. Auto, home, business, life. I was like, dude, I need a life insurance. You know, God forbid something happens. And by the way, rest in peace, Cedric Benson. Just sad news. To hear that in the motorcycle accident, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Texas running back legend, Cedric Benson, and fourth overall pick, I believe. Was he picked by the Bengals or the Bears?
Bengals, I
Bengals.
believe. Well, hold up. I might be completely wrong.
Man, I need to probably look that up. But yeah, rest in peace, Cedric Benson. I feel so bad. He passed away, and I'm not good. I'm not going to lie to you. When people, when bad things happen, I don't like to watch it and look at it. But when he was at Texas, he rushed for 2,000 yards.
The Bears selected him in
he was the fourth overall. He was the fourth overall
pick in 2005.
I don't play no game. I think his best 3 seasons, he had 3 consecutive years of 1,000 yards rushing. 4? Oh, you just went off. Gabe, you're off. I'm sorry, buddy. We can't hear you, but I love you. So I'm going to take a
2009 to 2011.
2009 to 2011. Good job,
yeah,
Gabe.
1,000 yard rushing season.
But yeah, that's pretty awesome for what he did. But again, what's not awesome, he was taken way too early. Rest in peace. And just 36 years young. Sad, sad, sad. Take care, Cedric Benson. And man, when he was number 32 at Texas, that man was running like a wild man back in the day. I know a lot of college football fans, they remember him and they'll always remember him. And don't forget, college football starts this Saturday. You got the Canes, you got the Gators. It's going down for real. Don't you dare touch that dial. Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7 FM.
Sports 56 now has 2 FM homes. You can now find real sports talk on 96.1 as well as 87.7 on your FM dial.
Hi, this is Troy Five Ash, owner of Five Ash Roofing. It is that time of year where the weather is unpredictable, and given the recent storms, it's a good time to discuss insurance claims. So here's a few things you should know. Always hire a local contractor, because if you have a problem with your roof down the road, you want to be able to find him. Never allow anyone to pressure you into signing a contingency contract. They're used as sales tools, making you feel committed, and the truth is, those contracts are not worth the paper they're written on. Be careful of door-knocking salesmen. Some are reputable, but many are not. They canvass the neighborhood and tell everyone to file a claim, working their percentages and not caring if you file a claim, even when they know the likelihood of it being approved is low. Some will even damage your roof, hoping to convince the adjuster it's storm damage. That's fraud, and contractors have gone to jail for that. So do your research and know who you're hiring. Five Ash Roofing, the official roof of the University of Memphis Athletic Department. Fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
I Buy Houses, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. I Buy Houses. I Buy Houses will buy a house in any area, in any condition, and yes, it's guaranteed to close in 5 days. If you need to sell your home quickly, call 901-406-1101. If you've been through a divorce, if you lost your job, if you're tired of renters, I Buy Houses can get you your money quickly. I Buy Houses will buy your home in Shelby County, DeSoto County, Memphis, Bartlett, South Haven, Horn Lake, Olive Branch, anywhere and everywhere in between, in any condition. And yes, they're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I Buy Houses, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Grab that pen, 901-406-1101. I Buy Houses.
DeSoto Auto Sales specializes in late model cars with low mileage. They have the highest standards in the car industry. All of their cars are test-driven, checked out from head to toe, unlimited inventory, every make and model. And if it's not on the lot, they'll find it for you. Walk in the door of DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Within 45 minutes, you can test your car, get credit approval, and finish paperwork within an hour. No shortcuts at DeSoto Auto Sales. Kind, courteous employees, a down-home environment. DeSoto Auto Sales cares about your time. Lowest prices in a 350-mile radius. We're living in a world today where time does matter. Visit them online. Check out their referrals. DeSotoAutosales.com. Very proud to serve DeSoto County and other surrounding areas. DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Call 662-890-7184. 662-890-7184. Come on down to DeSoto Auto Sales.
Introducing Top Tracer Range, the new ball tracking and gaming system at Golf and Games Family Park. Top Tracer gathers data such as distance, carry, ball speed, and more. Compete against friends in a points game, long drive, and virtual golf at courses such as Pebble Beach and St. Andrews. Golf and Games Family Park is a great setting for group and company outings, golf lessons, or individual practice. Experience fun, friends, family, and introducing Top Tracer Range, the new ball tracking and gaming system at Golf and Games Family Park, 5484 Summer Avenue.
I want to invite you to come by the Spirit Shop. You know, that little log cabin on Poplar, your liquor and wine oasis. The Spirit Shop has been providing sports fans their beverage needs since way back in 1969. So come in now and get ready for the big game. Whether your favorite team wins or loses, the Spirit Shop will help you celebrate or ease that pain away. The Spirit Shop is open every day, and they're located perfectly at 4848 Poplar. That's the corner of Poplar and St. Nick.
When's the last time you went to a fish fry? When's the last time you went to a fish fry and it was free? Here's your chance this Thursday beginning at 11 at All-Star Chevrolet in Olive Branch. Not only will there be free lunch, but you can see and test drive the new 2020 cars and trucks. And did I mention there'll be lots of food, beverages, an ice cream truck, and door prizes. Plus, Greg and I will be broadcasting live beginning at 10. The good folks at All-Star are putting on this to honor our first responders. So come out this Thursday with Sports 56 at All-Star Chevrolet in Olive Branch.
Now, back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Here we go.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask ask why. For if we don't find the next whiskey bar,
I tell you we must die. No way, baby. I found the whiskey bar. Don't worry. We all good, y'all. We got plenty of whiskey. It's Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. And by the way, I also got to tell y'all, when my show ends, the greatest happy hour begins. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that. Oh, yes. So whatever you're doing, keep listening. And I'll definitely tell you a little bit about that. But first, I got to tell you something. We are going to talk craziness about Cristiano Ronaldo. We're going to talk about marijuana and hot peppers. We're also going to talk about how Steph Curry did something that is really, really cool. A lot of people haven't even talked about this or don't even, or maybe it's just flying under the radar, I guess. But there was a program, there was a golf program that was cut. I mean, cut. Like, Ixnay, no more A. And I'm talking about Howard University had to cut their golf team. So guess who steps in? Steph Curry. Steph Curry steps in, and y'all know that he loves the game of golf. Comes in and makes a six-figure, when a six-figure is so big that you just think six-figure. But when you look closer and you count it, no, he gave a 7-figure donation for the next 6 years to cover the golf program.
Yeah, they'll be alive.
Dude,
they'll be alive for a minute now.
That is awesome. Congratulations. Curry, you are going to be getting the stud of the day before I get started. We're about to do our studs and duds. I want to remind y'all that we are nothing without our amazing sponsors from Chad Gatlin, man, MemphisFarmers.com. That's all you got to think. MemphisFarmers.com, home, auto, life, all that good stuff. He has you covered. And also, if you're just one of those people, I checked it out real simple. I went online, and I'm talking about a fast quote. MemphisFarmers.com, put in all the information, shot me back a $200,000 life insurance policy, like for my family. You wouldn't even believe this. $19.85 per month for my age. Like right now, not Gabe's age, my age. That's straight. And then plus all the other stuff. Again, everything you can think of, MemphisFarmers.com, Chad Gatlin. And if you want to, you can just give him a call, 901-235-1176. That's 901-235-1176. He's at 7895 Stage, Hills Boulevard, Suite 110 in Bartlett, Tennessee, 38133. Now, let's do some studs and duds.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
So many studs out there, especially to all you moms out there getting all your kids ready for school, and for all you dads out there helping and stuff. Y'all are studs as well. But moms, we really, really, really want you to take the lead there. Just so you know. I'm an idiot. I know. But now I got some also crazy stuff. Now, you won't even believe, you're going to sit there and say, I know I'm not listening to Sports Talk Radio. Oh, yes, you are listening to Sports Talk Radio. And this all started because of Louisville. It started with this one cheerleader. Revenge porn. Do y'all remember this? The little cheerleader, oh my goodness, y'all two, you're too young. Well, she was one of the original revenge porn girls. And if y'all don't know what revenge porn is, it is really, really sick. And
it's kind of self-explanatory.
It is self-explanatory, but some people don't know what it is, and it's sick. It's sexual assault, basically. It's blackmail. It's sexual blackmail. It's at one point you got a good relationship with somebody. Y'all decide y'all are going to get kinky and videotape something, or maybe you do it without their knowing. Next thing you know, y'all break up. You're mad. You drop that sucker online, and then everybody and their grandmother, her family, her friends, everybody sees it. That's called revenge porn. And they have made a law. And you thought to yourself, well, you know what? That's good. That's a great thing, right? Until I read what Google did. So Google has come back and has basically decided to keep destroying the lives of revenge porn victims despite certain laws, because they say they can skirt it. Because what they are saying is it's online. They kind of deciding it, and they put up certain sites, and they say if you label it as revenge porn, like you're clicking on what it is, like these are people who have been doing that, then they say that doesn't violate them and they're going to keep it up. I just wanted to ask you something. Like, don't you think these people have been kind of like screwed over enough Do I need to have like Google try to give me some altruistic view of like, hey, we're fighting for people's rights? No, bro. You're being a jerk. Straight up. And to all those young women or men and all those people out there who've been blackmailed and humiliated and their families, and you want to stand behind just shut up, Google. But it all started, and if you don't remember, with the little cheerleader that was with Louisville. And by the way, I hope she's okay. I hadn't heard from her, but her life was pretty much ruined. She was kicked off the Louisville squad, out of school, and it was all because of some jerk doing revenge porn. And again, the fact that Google will not take it down and wants to put it up as long as it's labeled that, and they're going to share it over and over and over and continue and destroy these people's lives. I just got 2 words for you, or actually 2 fingers for you. You can see them. Anyway, that's the dud of the week for me. What do you think?
That's got to be up there.
Hey,
I mean,
that's
come on,
trashy,
dude. Like,
man.
y'all can get, but at the same time,
well, lawmakers make a law.
The internet is a very deep, dark place, and I don't know if footage will ever leave it. I mean, it will always be there, regardless of if Google takes the search engine.
But to make it so easy and acceptable by if you just label it as this, then they're going to be okay with it. You see what I'm saying? And because the way they're doing this is skirting around a law. They came out and said, well, you can't post these videos, this content, because it's breaking the law. And they're like, well, if we're not saying that if we're not lying, that's not defamation. If we're not saying anything that's not real, if we're admitting that, it's bad stuff or whatever, if people still want to consume it, we're going to leave it up to their rights and blah, blah. And I'm sitting there going, well, I hear what you mean.
Well, what about the other people's rights?
That's what I was saying. What about the other people who, probably, have you ever heard of privacy? I don't know. I found this whole thing to be a little disgusting. I did find it interesting, though. Some of the people who actually argue with me earlier today, I definitely didn't agree with it, so I'm sure there's some people who disagree with me. If you agree or disagree, hit me up, 67129, 67129. I'm here for you. Now,
it's a weird thing to disagree about.
It really is. But
I feel like you're on the right side of history there, John.
A billion-dollar corporation, standing up and taking that stance almost made me fall over. What kind of stance is that? That's more like a stance like F you.
That's a stance knowing that they will not catch. They'll catch flack, but it won't mean anything because they're already too big.
So I give Google the biggest dud of all, and it just now there's some funny things today that I am also going to do, but I'm going to tell you who is also a dud, and you won't even believe this. Now y'all know Antonio Brown he's a dud, but it's more of a dud, and I don't think it's just Antonio Brown. But it's people who are like, Antonio Brown showed up for practice. That's not news, Holmes. A man who gets paid $31
People do want to know it, granted.
I know what you're saying.
But let's not make it a positive at all.
Let's not celebrate this man for showing up to work, okay? How many of y'all can just decide, you know what? I don't like that my helmet don't fit. I ain't going to show up to work today.
You know what, John? I don't like this microphone. Carl's taking over.
Gabe's out, y'all. That's just it. We just do what we want now, and we can say what we want when we want and all this other stuff. Now, y'all are going to freak out when I say this because I'm about to give a stud, and y'all are going to laugh so hard, I know, but I'm being dead serious when I say this. This is me patting myself on the back. What have I always said? Gus Malzahn in the second year will ruin you as a quarterback. Every quarterback he's ever had, first year is their best year, second year, they go down. Every year they're with him, they go down. Do y'all remember how bad of a man Jarrett Stidham was coming out of high school? Then the man went down to Baylor. Of course, then he had to leave that situation. Goes to Auburn. Remember how great he had? Great year. Then he has a horrible year. Well, my goodness. Well, he looks like a fourth-round steal right now. And guess who he went to? The New England Patriots. 14 for 19, 193 yards and a score. And if I was Brian Hoyer, I'd be like, damn, I think I just lost my job.
Hoyer's got to be on the way out. He hadn't played in a year.
I'm giving a super stud to, again, the New England Patriots for seeing the fact that it was Gus Malzahn who messed up the young man, not the young man being messed up. Do you see what I'm saying? He's big, he's strong, he's got a good arm, he's got great mobility. And think about it. In learning from Tom Brady in the Patriot way, are you kidding me? So I give that a super stud pick. And it just does make me feel better because a few years ago I was very high on Jarrett Stidham. Now, this is something that I have to say straight up. Still about the Patriots. And I have to say, I am so kind of confused, but then I'm also so not confused. Because I think N'Keal Harry is going to be a bad mamma jamma. I really do. Do you agree with me? I think he'll end up being the steal of the first round because he is with the Patriots.
I think so, and what they've done to that wide receiver room,
but then
it woke it up.
Well, this is where I was going to say. And then you brought in Demaryius Thomas, who's flipped his thing. We don't know. He's old. You know, he does have 688 career receptions, so dude knows how to catch a ball. But Julian Edelman, he's got to get back out there, be healthy, and do his thing. Philip Dorsett has sucked since ever he's coming to the NFL. Let's just be real. But guess who just got back on the Patriots? Cheech and Chong. I mean, Josh Gordon.
Oh, yeah, but see, more than Cheech and Chong, man.
Dude, do you think he's more than...
Oh, yeah. God, it was way more than Cheech and Chong.
So you think he's like Cheech and Chong and the chick who did the Ajax?
Yeah, basically.
He's probably a bad mamma jamma. But the fact that Gordon is back in there and the fact that they're going to take another chance on him, you give this a very good move or a bad move?
A good move. They need it. They really do need it. I
Without
say good
Gronk,
move. I say good move just because of the talent and what they need on that team right now. But other than that, I just think he's not. I mean, how many chances you got to give a guy before you give up on him?
I hear what you're saying, but again, I don't care what anybody says. You can always change. I've seen many people change in my life, and I will say if he's going to change, he left a Super Bowl winning team on his own because he said the demons were so bad. So maybe he woke up and realized that he had to go get himself fixed. Maybe he finally has got himself right. We know he's dealing with addiction in a bad way. We're going to wish him the best of luck, but we have to also be realistic. Has he, and I mean the GOAT, Tom Brady, ever, and I mean ever, excluding the 1 year with Randy Moss, ever had a deep threat like Josh Gordon?
You said excluding the 1 year with Randy Moss, so no, never.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I had to make that caveat.
Yeah.
I mean,
for sure. Yeah, I get that.
But outside of that year with Randy Moss, so if Gordon comes out there and can give you something, that's all I got to say. It is a low risk, high damn reward. So you know what I give? I just give the dead gum. Let me tell you what they are. Studs, the Patriots. Did you see, by the way, Damian Harris from Alabama? I was like, what the hell are they doing grabbing Damian Harris? Like, that's a dumb move. Oh, he only looks like the best running back on their team right now. Michelle, you worried? I'd be.
Did you hear about what Michelle's got going? I heard he has has sort of the same Todd Gurley issue with the knee.
It's going to be a nightmare. I'm telling you, Damian Harris looks like a flat-out baller. Bill Belichick looks like a genius. By the way, they love them some SEC players, don't they? Jarrett Stidham looks like a steal. I just like what the Patriots are doing. Gordon's coming back. We'll see. It could be a stud. It could be a dud. Who knows? But again, last but not least, I got to say, stud to happy birthday, Darrell Henderson, and stud to Pollard. Both y'all had a good weekend. And, 6 receptions for my man, Darrell Henderson, 6 rushes, and a touchdown for my man Pollard.
He only played one drive. He was that good.
Yeah, 42 yards on
they
a
don't want to get him
on
hurt.
the ground. Bang, bang. 1 reception, too. Not bad, man. But people, do me a favor. Don't you dare touch that dial. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail because I got some more studs and duds to give to you on the other side. This is Real Sports Talk. Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
Start your day with the Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ Hertz right here on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
Is your wife asking you to stop eating junk food? Well, we have you covered at Humdinger's. It's quick and it's healthy, and most important, it tastes amazing. With many choices from salmon salad to rainbow trout and grilled asparagus. Come visit us for lunch at Humdinger's, 6300 Poplar Avenue. So good, Coach Penny eats with us weekly. Don't forget, Humdinger's offers full-service catering for weddings, social events, or your corporate lunches. You can call 901-260-8292 to find out more.
Need physical therapy but don't know where to go? Tried physical therapy but had a bad experience? Grab your physician's referral and head to Revolution Physical Therapy at the corner of Goodman and Getwell. At Revolution PT, you'll get one-on-one, hands-on therapy. Better and more thorough than just going to the gym. Revolution is locally owned and staffed by neighbors who care about your maximum recovery. And they accept all major insurances. Certified in dry needling, expert in myofascial release. Always relaxed and friendly. Revolution Physical Therapy is just what you need.
Driving is freedom. The freedom to keep moving, to control your destiny, and to choose your path. And now, that freedom fits in the palm of your hand. It's called Ford Pass, the only app that gives you roadside assistance, Ford Pass rewards, and now when you buy or lease a new Ford, earn points you can use toward flexible complimentary maintenance that gives you, well, more freedom. Ford Pass, built to keep you moving, built Ford proud. Visit your participating Ford dealership to find out about getting flexible complimentary maintenance when you buy or lease a new Ford and sign up for rewards.
Roadside assistance is included for certain Ford owners and available to everyone for a per-service fee. Ford reserves the right to change program details without obligations. Visit your participating dealer or FordPassRewards.com for program rules and restrictions. Ford Pass, compatible with select smartphone platforms, is available via a download.
Your Memphis Tigers football team opens the 2019 season against regional rival Ole Miss Saturday, August 31st. And tickets are on sale now, starting at $55 each. Get your tickets today by visiting GoTigersGo.com or by calling 901-678-2331. Or Tiger fans can still grab a 3-game package or a season ticket. College football is finally back. Memphis versus Ole Miss, Saturday, August 31st at 11 a.m. at Liberty Bowl Memorial Stadium. Sponsored by FedEx and ABC Local 24.
First Bank is here to help you, whether you're a business looking for a loan to expand or refinance an existing one, a homeowner looking for a mortgage or home equity line, a consumer wanting to finance your dream car, or wanting a competitive rate on your CD deposits. Let First Bank try to handle your banking needs. Stop into one of First Bank's 3 local branches today. 6482 Poplar Avenue, just east of International Paper, 8398 Highway 64 across from Wolf Chase, and 6280 Highway 64 in Oakland. Or check them out online at firstbankonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Kick it over here. Kick it.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
What up? Welcome back into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. I am your sports mixologist, John Harden. You know my good buddy Gabe. He's not just blocking. He's right now also tackling. If you call him up at the First Bank text line, he might have to take you to the ground. 671. Well, that's the text line. I'm sorry. The First Bank phone line is 901-360-8255. He might let you through, or he might have to take you to the ground. Who knows? Just I doubt he'll do that. He's a really nice guy. Or you can just hit me up, 67129 on the First Bank text line. Thank you always to Family Leisures for the Family Leisure Studios. And don't forget, it's hot outside, man. That means the end of summer liquidation sale. That's something that you should be able to feel and know and remember. Pools are starting as low as $19.99. Patio furniture, $12.99. Swim spas beginning at $9.99. There's still plenty of summer left. Come on, dude. The deals are like hot, hot, hot. Family Leisure, 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40. Speaking of hot, 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 let's do some studs and duds, man. First thing I got to do, this is such a dud. Like, could you imagine how these poor doggies' nose felt? Because they said the marijuana dogs are the ones that found it. But I just think this is disrespectful to dogs everywhere. Like, if you're going to hide your cannabis, no. This is now the second time that some moron has hid a lot of cannabis. And I mean a lot. We're talking about, did you see how much weed, by the way, was found? Did you see that by any chance, Gabe? It was one of those things that will kind of blow your mind. Did you catch this one? No. Well, it's enough marijuana basically to say, are you kidding me? Did this really happen? We're talking about, like, I don't even know how this even comes to be. But yeah, jalapeno peppers and tons. $2 million street value. Like, is that... Okay, this is my question. I want to ask...
You ever had any stuffed peppers to eat?
Dude, I'm not eating hot peppers. If my weed tasted like peppers, or if who would want to smoke pot that tastes like peppers? Like, that would...
Wouldn't that burn the hell out of your lungs?
That's what I was thinking, you know? I would think it would be a horrible situation. And again, I think it's absolutely rude to the dogs who are the drug-sniffing dogs. Like, you got to do something more creative than some jalapeno peppers. They obviously can smell through them, but I'm sure it burns. But did you see how many tons it was?
4, if I'm not mistaken.
Dude. Well, that looks like more than 4 tons to me. This is...
You know what? That's 8,000 pounds, man. That's a lot of...
Yeah, it is 4 tons.
A lot of pot.
It's 7,560 pounds, which is... Congratulations, 4 tons.
Can I get cutesy with you right now?
Man,
That's some hot pot.
Like, I was like, because I'm finding it. Yeah, that is some hot pot. I keep finding. I kept finding it in pounds. I couldn't find it in tons. So I was really, really freaking out over here. By the way, just so you know, they seized 10,642 pounds of marijuana the exact same way shipped in peppers before, and they also seized another 3 tons of marijuana shipped in auto parts, like plastic auto parts. Like, what are they going to act like I'm going to ship this to Napa and it's a big old thing of weed? Like, what are you doing, homie? Anyway.
I guess I just don't understand peppers. Of all things to, like, try and get past people.
Well, here's the one I was going to tell you that really messes me up more than anything. This is where I say, what the bleep were you doing, Home Slice? They sent it to the San Diego port. It got caught at the crossing at San Diego. Do you know if you just would have left your weed, you could have walked across the border and bought your own weed legally in California? I guess you got like some illegal drug business going on, I'm sure. But like, why go through a legal, like that, man, dumb. Just, again, duds all the way around. Feel sorry for the dogs that found it. I'm sure their noses are burning like a bunch of crazy folks. Wouldn't that kind of bother you?
I didn't know it was California. How stupid is that?
San Diego.
That's so dumb.
Now, here's the other thing that's really dumb. Well, there's so many things that are just dumb out there in this world. There's a lot of things that are just absolutely driving me crazy. But man, tell me, we talked about, football. We talked about baseball, all kinds of great stuff going on. There was one of these crazy stories, though, that I don't even know how to... This is going to be hard. This is going to be hard. We haven't talked much about it. I brought it up earlier, but nobody is helping me, and it's kind of bothering the heck out of me. If you have somebody that is so insubordinate to put the N-word and For Life as the National Football, the shield, like you put that on your Twitter and you have that many people following you, and for it to make such a little statement and for so few people around the country to be talking about it, I don't understand. Like, that makes the whole, what was it, Chris Cuomo who went crazy on the Fredo comment? That was so funny this weekend. Like, that's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard until AB. Like, what he compared Fredo to and say it's comparing to this? Well, I thought that was dumb. But then I thought, insubordination and disrespect, you just got $31 million, force your way out of Pittsburgh. You get to Oakland. You get everything you want. They give you basically the castle. You're the king of the castle. And then you're going to say that about the people who give you the check?
And you're burning your feet off and not wearing a helmet because you're annoyed that they want you to be safer? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they're enforcing safer policy and you don't like that. I don't get it. I never will.
I just know that I would never be able to say those things about my boss and be able to keep it. I would never say anything about Dr. Flynn or, heck, Eli or any of the people that I work with. Like, I mean, that's trashy. I still can't believe that people aren't paying more attention to this. AB has really hurt me in my respect for him. But you know what? I'm coming back with straight no chaser. Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7 FM.
If you're the owner of a company and you're tired of a dirty office building, or maybe you're tired of dirty restrooms, or floors and carpets that are filthy, or windows that you can't even see through, I've got a solution. Let Trinity be your cleaning solution. Trinity Professional Services. They're putting professionalism back in cleaning. They specialize in stripping and waxing and buffing floors, in cleaning carpet. Just make it seem like it's spring outside. Window cleaning where you see through and everything shines. Commercial janitorial services specializing in final construction cleaning. Hey, the people that own this company, they are big construction people. They know what needs to be done. So if you would like it done the right way, call Todd Pope or Tommy Ferrari, the former Tiger quarterback, at 833-6773. 833-6773. It's Trinity. They're your cleaning solution.
Driving is freedom. The freedom to keep moving, to control your destiny, and to choose your path. And now that freedom fits in the palm of your hand. It's called Ford Pass, the only app that gives you roadside assistance, Ford Pass rewards, and now when you buy or lease a new Ford, earn points you can use toward flexible complimentary maintenance that gives you, well, more freedom. Ford Pass, built to keep you moving, built Ford proud. Visit your participating Ford dealership to find out about getting flexible complimentary maintenance when you buy or lease a new Ford and sign up for rewards.
Roadside assistance is included for certain Ford owners and available to everyone for a per-service fee. Ford reserves the right to change program details without obligations. Visit your participating dealer or FordPassRewards.com for program rules and restrictions. Ford Pass, compatible with select smartphone platforms, is available via a download.
Listen up, Rebel fans. You can now listen to Rebel Yell Hotline on 87.7 FM or on the web each and every Monday from 6 to 7 p.m. If you can't listen to 87.7 FM, Sports 56 has made it possible to listen online each and every week. All you have to do is go to sports56whbq.com and click on the Rebel Yell Hotline banner to listen. That's Rebel Yell Hotline each and every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on 87.7 FM or on the web at sports56whbq.com.
You don't have to go all the way to the Caribbean to have a taste of the Caribbean. You can have it right here in downtown Memphis. Curry and Jerk, coconut shrimp. Chef Ricardo, give the people a little bit of a description of what those coconut shrimp are like.
One of the main ingredients, we got sweet shredded coconut in it, so you just gotta hop on down, come to 126 Monroe Avenue. We make it fresh every day.
Man, and then you have festival breads that are also made in-house.
You got a lot of different type of festival bread like recipe, but the one that we got at Curry and Jerk is different from anywhere else you would go.
Tell me why rice and peas are so good.
Well, our rice and peas got the original flavor and the original taste of like the real Jamaican rice and beans, so you're not getting any knockoff, you're getting the real stuff.
If you want authentic Caribbean cuisine, think only one place, Curry and Jerk, located in the heart of downtown Memphis at 126 Monroe.
Need physical therapy but don't know where to go? Tried physical therapy but had a bad experience? Grab your physician's referral and head to Revolution Physical Therapy at the corner of Goodman and Getwell. At Revolution PT, you'll get one-on-one, hands-on therapy. Better and more thorough than just going to the gym. Revolution is locally owned and staffed by neighbors who care about your maximum recovery. And they accept all major insurances. Certified in dry needling, expert in myofascial release. Always relaxed and friendly. Revolution Physical Therapy is just what you need.
When's the last time you went to a fish fry? When's the last time you went to a fish fry and it was free? Here's your chance this Thursday beginning at 11 at All-Star Chevrolet in Olive Branch. Not only will there be free lunch, but you can see and test drive the new 2020 cars and trucks. And did I mention there'll be lots of food, beverages, an ice cream truck, and door prizes. Plus, Greg and I will be broadcasting live beginning at 10. The good folks at All-Star are putting on this to honor our first responders. So come out this Thursday with Sports 56 at All-Star Chevrolet in Olive Branch.
We are are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, WIVG-FM Tunica Memphis, and WPG-FLP Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations. It's Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
If you like pina coladas.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
Check it out right here. Ladies and gentlemen. And now?
Now, the only man to ever win the World Series of Poker with a Scrabble board, Johnny Harden.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. And man, I'm very happy. We had a great weekend. If you're a baseball fan, you saw you had a great weekend. If you're a baseball guy, like realistically, you saw a manager man up, Brian Snitker, and teach a young man how you're supposed to behave in the big leagues. To set an example in August so that in October you don't have any problems and everybody's going in the right direction. You also got to give home runs were hit like a mammoth jamma this weekend. They are hitting home runs like it's going out of style this year. And all I got to say is, do you realize we have 4 players with 40 bombs right now? 4 players with 40
We have a man who broke the NL rookie record for home runs.
Pete Alonso. Oh, that's right. The guy who said at the beginning of the year that John, you did so good. God, you're good, John. I'm just going to start calling you Johnny the Genius. But anyway, speaking of Johnny being the genius, I hope to remind y'all that in 1 hour from now, a little bit over an hour, or a little bit less than an hour, it's like 58 minutes, man, Ocean Blue, it's one of my new favorite spots on planet Earth. It's out there. It's very, very easy to find. It's at 6600 Stage Road, Bartlett, Tennessee. Like, when you pull into the area, you'll see, like, the Starbucks in the middle. Look at the back. Just look for the big Ocean Blue sign. Go in there. They have 3 to 6 happy hour every day. Best happy hour you're ever going to have in your life. Say that you're, you heard from the Johnny Radio special. They're going to take that happy hour for you till 8 o'clock. That's some love right there. And I'm telling you, Ocean Blue does not play. It's absolutely delicious. You know what they give us? They give us a little straight no chaser, baby. Dude, you don't need any chasers with Ocean Blue, baby.
Do you use chasers for
for $5 shots of Jameson or $3 shots of Fireball at Ocean Blue? Heck no, baby.
Ooh.
I love me a $5 shot of Jameson.
You're better than I for not chasing Jameson shots.
Ooh, no
Good
way.
For you. Good for you. But who would you put your money on to win the Super Bowl this year?
Actually, let's have a Jameson gargling contest during the next break, and let's see who wins. Somebody bring up a bottle of Jameson
we got to
up
film
here.
this, too. We got to film
this would be great. Hey, we're already on TV. What are you talking about? You can come sit over there. Okay. We'll just, see who's going to win. I think I'm going to win. I'm going to win.
Okay, but who would you put your money on to win the Super Bowl?
You mean right this very second?
Right this very second. And I'm going to say right now.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna keep you away from the Patriots. I'm gonna say you can't pick the Patriots.
Why wouldn't I pick the Patriots? Believe it or not, at this very moment, the best team in football. Oh, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. New Orleans Saints. Sorry, I ain't going.
Would you be confident in that though?
I would be confident.
Really?
I really am confident in the fact that I think that their defense is going to be much improved. I really do. Last year, they shored up the back end. I know you're going to laugh at you brought in Eli Apple. He didn't share up nothing. He's not their stud corner.
Lattimore.
I was getting ready to say Lattimore is the stud. You brought up Eli Apple to be your number 2, okay? If he's your number 2, that ain't a bad number 2. He was the number 1 in New York. That's what he was drafted to be. And they found out he ain't the number 1. Playing a much better role down in New Orleans. Drew Brees is smart as can be.
And not to mention, they've played together before. Both Ohio State guys.
Exactly. And Drew Brees, smart as can be. Alvin Kamara, you know what he can do. Michael Thomas is a bad mamma jamma. I think New Orleans, after that, no call, the fact that they got Zion, lost Anthony Davis, it's kind of like something's a brewing. The gumbo, and it's not just the gumbo.
I just realized how many Ohio State players they have.
Dude, they got a lot of Ohio State players.
They
kind of like New England has, the Patriots have a ton of SEC players.
LSU, they do LSU.
Yeah, LSU out the frame, Bama.
So if I said there were two teams right now that are getting most of the bets, the futures bets to win the Super Bowl, and they were not the Patriots, who would you guess them to be?
Oh, Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, Kansas City Chiefs, and who else?
After Kansas City?
Yeah, there's two teams.
After Kansas City?
You're never gonna believe who actually.
Probably Cleveland because of all the people loving Odell
You got
Beckham
one of
Jr.
them. Guess who the other one is?
It's not the Rams.
The Bears. So the Bears and the Browns
are
actually leading in Super Bowl futures bets as of right now in Vegas.
Dude, my head is, I don't know if you can see it over here. I'm like kind of like a bounce. I'm bobbling. Like, wait. Mitch Trubisky thinks they think he's going to come out and they're going to win the Super Bowl. Look, I love Anthony Miller. I love me some Alshon.
He's going to break out this year.
Dude,
Anthony's going to break out.
I'm sorry. I love me some Anthony Miller, and I love me some David Montgomery. I love what they're doing. You know, they got rid of Jordan Howard.
Defense is incredible. Khalil Mack
attack, don't play no games. Listen, but, dude, the NFC is a beast this year, dude. I think the NFC is the real deal.
And also, with the Browns, do you trust them in year one to make a deep playoff run?
Oh, no.
I certainly don't.
When you asked about betting, I strictly went on the craziness of the teams. In the NFC, I could see the Dallas Cowboys or the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm talking about, like, if you just straight up go by the divisions, if you look at the NFC, do you not realistically think, in all honesty, and I'm being serious when I say this, do they look deeper to you than the AFC?
Oh, gosh.
God, I usually don't ask you these things.
That's actually a tough question, man, because you talk about the Patriots, that's depth as is.
All right, can I tell you why?
For the AFC, the AFC already has the team to beat.
All right, are you ready for me?
Kansas City is arguably the second best team in the league.
All right, do you want me to argue why I say it's the okay? So you say it's the AFC, and I'm going to sit there.
No, I'm not. I don't have any distinction.
Well, I'm just going to go the AFC South, like Marcus Mariota and the Ryan Tannehill situation, and what's going on in Nashville feels like a joke. Houston and Deshaun Watson, that defense. I've been waiting for J.J. Watt and company and Jadeveon Clowney. I've been waiting for them for years. The Jags, they got the quarterback. They got the running back. I've been waiting for years. And Indianapolis has this great quarterback in Andrew Luck, who's always damn injured. I don't think that they're going to do it. I look at the AFC North. People are saying Cleveland. I say Pittsburgh. But outside of that, I don't believe in Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. And I sure as hell don't believe in Cincinnati. And then I look over there in the AFC East, and I want to throw up. I want to Buffalo, Miami, Buffalo, Miami. Oh, yeah, don't forget about the New York Jets, who everybody are like, they got Le'Veon Bell. They're going to be a lot better. Dude, it's all about the Patriots and nobody else in that division.
I mean, easily the easiest division to win
in the
league.
You go to the AFC, oh my gosh, let's go out west. Oakland looks like a giant joke. KFC, and I'm calling them Kentucky Fried Chicken because Tyreek Hill will be fried before the end of the year, and he will fry Andy Reid. He will fry Patrick Mahomes. Travis Kelce, he will mess up the Kansas City year. And then I don't believe in Phillip Rivers because Phillip Rivers has never proved anything outside of the regular season. And let's be real, Joe Flacco in Denver.
That was a hell of a rundown you just gave us, man. Hell of a rundown.
But can I tell you why I think the NFC real quick, and I'm just going to do it really fast. You're going to sit there and say, John, that was quick. NFC, I think the Giants, I'm just going to go Dallas and the Eagles, contenders. I realistically think Chicago. I think Green Bay and Minnesota could be a contender. I think the whole NFC South, Atlanta, New Orleans, and Carolina. And I think Tampa Bay is going to steal a couple games to figure out who wins that division. They got 3 real deal Holyfield. And then the NFC West, Jimmy G. Is he going to come back and be the man? Well, that stripper girl sure thinks so. Seattle's got Russell Wilson. Arizona, well, we'll just start laughing at them. But let's be real. The Rams, they made it to the Super Bowl last year. So again, the NFC, I just see as deep and more of an excitement and talent.
Yep, but there's always the Patriots.
And that's
always
a damn
the Patriots.
pain, isn't it?
All right. Do you have? I'm a young guy. I know about hush money. I really do. There was a whole thing about. There's a thing about the president with what's her name? What's her name?
Are you talking about the porn star?
Yeah,
Stormy Daniels.
Stormy
buddy?
Daniels. Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. But either way,
Stormy
Do
Nights.
you have a hush money story that I have not heard before? Do you? I hate to put you on the spot. That you would know from back in the day. Experience, man. I got to hear these.
I mean, like the Albert Means hush money,
Go for it. I want to hear.
Well, no, that's old.
Okay.
I don't want to like UT and Alabama. People are going to get so mad. There's too many people that are dead after that. No, I ain't going there. And plus, I think my man's Uncle Means is still working on Beale Street. I think I might run into him.
You know why I'm asking this question? Curiously.
It's got to be because of the $375,000 that went to the girl from the rape for Cristiano Ronaldo.
There you go.
I knew it had
right
to.
on top. There you go.
know why? Because being a father of 2 daughters, you kind of like read stuff like that because you just can't. It makes you sick. This guy makes me want to throw up. I don't like him, by the way. Gabe,
when you
read
read these headlines and it's like he paid her $375,000 in hush money and then denies guilt. Well, isn't that why he paid the money, is to deny the guilt, even though theoretically he paid the money because he didn't think he would win the case, right?
Correct. He paid $375,000 in hush money because, dude, he didn't want this to go out into the public. He didn't want to. But now the girl wants it to go forward, and he's saying Mayorga can't do it. We're going to find out. It's all in this judge's corner. I will say one thing. This is going to be very interesting. Do you think the judge, by the way, will let Mayorga move forward in her lawsuit?
See, because I wonder when he paid the money if there was like a contractual obligation and everything like that. Because obviously, if he's going to pay the money, he's saying you can't take this forward, right?
Catherine Mayorga claims she took the money from Cristiano Ronaldo back in 2010 as part of a private settlement, and has previously said she signed a confidentiality agreement vowing to keep her mouth shut about the allegations and the incident. Now, as we previously reported, this is what they're saying, that Mayorga claims she met Ronaldo in that Rain nightclub, Palms Hotel, June 2009, went to the party, went with him to the penthouse suite where she says she was raped, went to the police, blah, 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 blah. But what they're saying is she didn't realize, she didn't go forward and she took the payment because she said she felt like there was lack of evidence. Like, that's what she's saying the police were saying to her, that you couldn't even say his name was Cristiano Ronaldo. You just said he was that big superstar, and you pointed him out in a photo. They were saying, so it does. I do see like why the judge would look at this, and if you got a bunch of police officers telling you that you can't win this case, you just need to settle out. You might feel that way, but then if you find out,
it's just weird to me though, because if she wasn't going to win the case, and Cristiano Ronaldo,
why would he pay?
Yeah, why would he pay her? But then again, he just doesn't want it to. He just doesn't want it to keep going.
Well,
he wants it to end.
One thing that they're saying is, it seems like it's like he had a bunch of people set it up to her, like, hey, we're going to take care of you with $375,000. You aren't going to win anyway. This is us just being nice. Almost type thing. And now she's like, wait a second. I now have somebody look in, and I found that there was these other court documents that I was never given to, and that stuff is supposed to be released to both sides. That, there's
sounds
video.
Like a headache.
Like, she didn't think there was any video that showed them together that night, and of course there's video of them all you know what I mean?
I thought there was a whole picture.
There was
everything.
Well, that's why. That's why now a judge is looking at it again, and so I'm going to tell you right now, Mr. Ronaldo, honestly, unfortunately, he's super, super rich.
So do you think this is you think it's the end of this? You think this is the last straw in this whole allegation?
Honestly, I do.
Okay.
Unfortunately, and by the way, I think it's a misfortune.
Okay. Yeah. Now, My guy Lamar Odom. He always somehow makes the news for me, okay?
Dude, I did not hear anything. I need a chaser already.
Will homie ever be normal again? Will he ever get into the big three? Obviously, I don't. I think the NBA is done. There's no way he would ever get back in. Do you think he'll be a big three player? Do you think he'll ever get back to the point where he's a normal human being that's not always in the news for something ridiculous?
My guy Lamar Odom. No bleeping way. And I don't even... Okay, can I tell you something? I need help here because I talked about him last week and I'm just like, homie's talking so like crazy, like saying that he didn't take any cocaine.
Knowingly never took it.
Yeah, like what are you talking about? You have admitted on like 75,000 shows that you've done so much.
He said,
cocaine.
I didn't snort the cocaine. I just like the smell of it. I just like the smell of it, man. Like, what, Lamar? Like, no one believes that. Don't say it. Just admit to your mistake.
And then the whole Dennis Hoffa thing about how he's saying that the dude was trying to kill him and stuff. I honestly think...
And Dennis wasn't there to back himself up?
Honestly, you're going to laugh at me. I would love to be a shrink because if I was, I would take Antonio Brown and Lamar Odom free just so I could enjoy myself one afternoon, listen to their craziness talk. I think that would be awesome. And I'd also take Mike
somehow
Irvin
all
too.
the information.
By the way,
leaks.
I have a feeling Michael he'll go from sweating and screaming to laying on the couch crying and breaking pillows to
it's like
I'm 88.
If you were their shrink, somehow all that information would just leak to the public.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying if you were their
I would
shrink.
be a great shrink.
Oh, so you wouldn't tell anybody about it, huh?
No, I think we should do it on air though. That would be a great way to do it. Everybody can hear.
Podcast?
Yes.
Okay. So there's a reason I'm asking this.
Oh, by the way, he also says, I don't know, can I just tell you the funny part about Lamar Odom?
What?
Because this is the only thing I knew about him. Did you hear that he says he's giving up porn?
That's why I brought him up today. That's exactly why I brought him up.
No, it is not.
He says, okay, that he admits to being a sex addict and having relations with nearly 2,000 women, okay? Which, wow.
Just can I tell you something?
Big old number, buddy.
Wilt Chamberlain is like, loser.
That is a big old number, and I know there's been bigger numbers claimed in the past. But he said he's done watching porn? What? I'm supposed to believe. Do you believe it? I don't. For one second.
You know what I think it is? I think he might be actually serious this time. And I think the reason
whenever you say this time, it's usually like, okay.
But he's doing, you know what he's trying to do, don't you?
What?
He is putting on a public, we'll call it a full court press. He is pulling it out the full court press. I don't want to do cocaine. I just like the smell of it. Dennis Hoffa was trying to kill me. I'm going to work out really hard and make the big three. I'm working so hard I quit doing porn. By the way, just kind of curious, is that a public thing that you say? Like, can I tell you?
I just want all my fans to know that I'm giving up porn.
Can I tell you the funniest thing I read, honestly,
That's
this week?
ridiculous.
My girlfriend, honey, sent me something that I couldn't stop laughing. It was one of the funniest damn things I've ever seen in my life. Honey sent me a thing that shows Facebook, what old people put on their Facebook accounts, you know, because now, like, there's so many old people that are on Facebook, you know what I'm talking about? Like, enthusiastic grandmother loves my grandchildren, blah, 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 diabetic, you know, all this stuff, you know, and I'll say, like, weird thing, loves mayo, you know, like, just, like, weird things.
What would Lamar Odom's
like,
read?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I'm waiting for Lamar to come out, and it's going to be survived murder from Dennis Hoffa. Khloe Kardashian tried to destroy my life.
Former sex addict.
Former sex addict that now hates porn, so anything's possible. Dream big, Lamar Odom. That's his new Facebook. What do you think?
I love it. That's a great bio.
It's a good bio.
Yeah.
Dude, by the way, who's this girl that he's always hugging that's supposedly his personal trainer?
It's a fitness guru lady that he's met, that he is having relations with. So I don't know. I don't know her.
So
never heard of her.
So he hired her to be his fitness instructor, and now they're dating?
I guess so.
I have to say, Lamar, I think that's why you kick the porn, because you're dating a new chick. But no offense, do you realize that you can't get around even a stripper without starting to date her? Like, any girl in his life, if he gives her money, he thinks he's dating her. It's just so sad, Lamar. Anymore, I'm sorry, sir.
No, but I'm glad we ended there.
That was a good one. Now, I do have to bring up a couple other things. Hardwood is coming up. I got to tell y'all, without, Bill, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. There's no way I get to give you Hardwood. And Hardwood is going to be awesome. Like, straight up awesome. Today, I get to talk about Joe Rogan. I never thought I would talk about Joe Rogan. I only thought the only reason I know Joe Rogan's name is because of Chappelle's Show, when I used to watch the Tyrone Biggums do the Fear Factory.
Okay, Joe Rogan.
Okay, Joe Rogan. Oh, man, just put a little hot sauce.
Something's burning.
This is delicious.
Oh, my God. That was one of the best skits ever on that show.
Dude, I love that. Anybody, if you haven't seen it, just go check it out. I'm sure you can YouTube it. Chappelle Show. But Joe Rogan, I'm going to bring up today because he made some crazy slurs. And yeah, MMA, can we just go ahead and say this? Those dudes who paid like $4 or $2 billion for the MMA got ripped off. Like, MMA is just not, I don't think it's mainstream quite yet. And I'll bring it up and I'll explain to it more in Hardwood. If you disagree, all you have to do is hit me up at 67129. Hit me up at 67129 or message us on Sports56, Facebook, Periscope, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Hit me at Johnny_radio. Hit Gabe at Gabe_Coon71.
G_Coon71, KUHN.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hey, dude, I just know it says Gabe Coon at the top, and now I know it, and I forget it.
Oh, no, you were close. I mean, it was right on.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Could have looked at it. Probably would have been smart. You're just right there, and I like to mess with folks. But no, seriously, check us out on Twitter. And again, I'm going to explain to you during Hardwood some really crazy stories from Joe Rogan. His, I think he's going to get fired, by the way. And I just want to ask you a question. I'm going to tell y'all what Joe Rogan said. Ask yourself this. Could you see, like, Jerry Jones coming up and saying, I just really like this, and doing some of the stuff that he's done, and he's one of the more kind of crazy owners in the NFL, or the Clippers owner. He's a little Steve Ballmer, deep pockets, rich. Robert Kraft has been busted at a day spa, we'll call it. And like, this is like way worse than that. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah, it is. But I'll explain more on the other side. But I don't get to do all that without my buddy Bill, 901-406-1101. I've explained this, I don't know, 1,000 times. At least 1,000. Maybe, I don't know, have I been on air 1,000 times? I think so. I've been here for years. He's been with me since the very beginning. He believes in me. Y'all believe in him. And he's helped out so many people. He literally buy up your house like 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. If they're calling you and telling you they're going to foreclose on your house, stop it. Make that end right now. Just call 901-406-1101. My buddy Bill at I Buy Houses is the fixer. He will fix it for you. If you think you're underwater, you're not. He's got you. But don't just call him for those reasons. If you're moving on up in the world, I don't care if you got a $2 million house over here in South Haven or Southwind or South whatever, or if you're over in North Memphis, North Mississippi, in Midtown or downtown, wherever, if you can hear me, down in Tunica, 901-406-1101. You call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Bing, bang, boom, just sold your house. Now, coming back, we got like Hardwood because it feels so right. And by the way, I also want to know, are aliens real? I'm starting to believe them, like hardcore. Did you see the show Contact, Gabe? I got Netflix, and now I'm like watching these shows every once in a while.
Man, you know where I'm at with aliens, okay?
Are you down with aliens?
They're real, man.
I think so too, man.
Like, they're out there.
They're definitely out there.
We ain't
bro.
the only living things out here, man.
No, I agree with that. Like the size of the universe, but I just didn't think that we were ever like there's anything, intelligent enough to get from one universe to the other because it's so far, But then I thought, well, if they're 6 billion years ahead of us, then maybe they got 6 billion years on us. They could be that smart. But there's this show. Have you seen the Contact show? Oh, Holmes, you got to start watching it. It's like all these declassified files and like these supposed like NASA experts and military experts and like some dude named Lou Elizondo who worked at the
any Area 51 mentions?
Yeah, he worked at what's called like A-Tip. Like it's something, dude. I'm serious. I got so into this the other day. You're gonna laugh at me. I was watching this stuff, going, man, if this stuff is real, I don't even know if I can go do my show tomorrow. I had to quit watching it. But anyway, so yes, I know I went sideways for a minute on aliens, but basically what I'm trying to tell you is Hardenwood, we talk about whatever you want to talk about, anything you want to bring up, and anything that's just crazy in this world or out of this world. And I've got some stories that are absolutely going to blow your mind. So whatever you do, don't touch that dial. Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7 FM.
Listen online anywhere, anytime at sports56whbq.com.
At First Bank Mortgage, their core purpose is to help you get to a better place. That better place may be a lower monthly payment, that vacation you thought was impossible, or getting into a home with a fenced backyard where your kids can play. To get into your better place, First Bank Mortgage makes decisions right here at home. Dedicated to helping you get to your better place, First Bank Mortgage. Call Daniel Mooney at 901-462-0145 today. NMLS 741022. Equal housing lender.
I want to invite you to come by the Spirit Shop. You know, that little log cabin on Poplar, your liquor and wine oasis. The Spirit Shop has been providing sports fans their beverage needs since way back in 1969. So come in now and get ready for the big game. Whether your favorite team wins or loses, the Spirit Shop will help you celebrate or ease that pain away. The Spirit Shop is open every day, and they're located perfectly at 4848 Poplar. That's the corner of Poplar and St. Nick.
We should come to Sweetgrass for brunch every Sunday.
We do come to Sweetgrass for brunch every Sunday.
Right, well, we should keep doing this. These biscuits and gravy are the best I've ever had. I could have them for breakfast every day.
Look at these perfect poached eggs on top of crab cakes. Only a real chef would think of making this.
I'm almost to the point of making the turn. I've had everything on the Sweetgrass brunch menu, and I'm going to start back at the beginning.
It's important to have goals.
Why would we go anywhere else?
We don't go anywhere else. Last night, you refilled everyone's water.
Well, I just wanted to make sure they knew we were part of the Sweetgrass family.
Family Leisure is celebrating the end of summer with the appropriately titled End of Summer Liquidation Sale. You can get pools for as low as $19.99, patio furniture starting at $12.99, and swim spas, they begin at $99.99. Don't forget to ask about fast installation because there's still enough summer left to enjoy these deals during the End of Summer Liquidation Sale happening now at Family Leisure. Family Leisure, Whitten Road and I-40, where family and fun come together.
Introducing Top Tracer Range, the new ball tracking and gaming system at Golf and Games Family Park. Top Tracer gathers data such as distance, carry, ball speed, and more. Compete against friends in a points game, long drive, and virtual golf at courses such as Pebble Beach and St. Andrews. Golf and Games Family Park is a great setting for group and company outings, golf lessons, or individual practice. Experience fun, friends, family, and introducing Top Tracer Range, the new ball tracking and gaming system at Golf and Games Family Park, 5484 Summer Avenue.
Looking good and feeling good? You've been to Roosters Men's Grooming, the all-American classic barbershop. Whether boy or man, sportster or professional, when service matters, Roosters is the choice for all gentlemen. Roosters Men's Grooming offers a full-service shave, precision haircuts, and more, all with top-of-the-line products and a truly professional atmosphere. They even remember your name and offer you a beer. When looking good and feeling good matters, relax and unwind at Roosters Men's Grooming, Paragon Place, 6300 Poplar.
Got something you want to get off your chest?
You better have a backup plan.
Want to join the conversation?
Someone needs to tell him he has to grow up.
Join us on the First Bank phone lines at 360-8255 or the First Bank text line at 67129.
I Buy Houses, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. I Buy Houses. I Buy Houses will buy a house in any area, in any condition, and yes, it's guaranteed to close in 5 days. If you need to sell your home quickly, call 901-406-1101. If you've been through a divorce, if you lost your job, if you're tired of renters, I Buy Houses can get you your money quickly. I Buy Houses will buy your home in Shelby County, DeSoto County, Memphis, Bartlett, South Haven, Horn Lake, Olive Branch, anywhere and everywhere in between in any condition. And yes, they're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I Buy Houses, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Grab that pen, 901-406-1101. I Buy Houses.
Now, back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Here we go. On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
Like a big woolly mammoth. Welcome back into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Y'all know who I am. I'm very happy. I'm John Harden. It's good to be John. I'll tell you why. Because I got Gabe hanging with me. He was a really good lineman over at the University of Memphis, and we like to cut it up. Now he's a great producer over here with me. Y'all can reach him at 901-360-8255 on the First Bank phone line, or you can reach both of us at 67129. That's our First Bank text line. We're about to go to Hardenwood, where everything feels so dead gum good, let me tell you. But I'm about to give y'all probably, and I'm giving y'all this because we have the Canes and the Gators. By the way, this is kind of Hardenwood-esque. I think I saw a Gator climbing a fence this weekend trying to get to some cane. Do you think there was cane on the other side of the fence? That's why I climbed the fence. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I didn't know Gators could climb fences. But there's a Navy base that has a video out right now. Have you seen this, Gabe?
Sure haven't.
You haven't? I'm
No.
going to tweet this bad boy out, man. Yeah, dude. And the Gators are playing the Canes this weekend, and I'm giving you some college football news right now, but it just kind of made me, for some reason, thinking about canes. Sugar cane, maybe? Maybe that's what he wanted. He wanted that kind of cane. But there was a Gator who literally climbed a fence this weekend. I didn't even know Gators could climb fences. This is not a joke. This really happened. But in news that probably is not very much newsworthy because we really expected this to happen, Lincoln Riley officially has named his senior transfer from Alabama, who was 26-2 when he was with the Crimson Tide before he joined the Sooners as a graduate transfer. He has now been named the starter. And again, to me, the least the only thing that's least newsworthy is Antonio Brown, who gets paid $31 million, showed up to practice. Great. But anyway, I didn't think Spencer Rattler or Tanner Mordecai, I didn't think either one of these guys were going to get it. You knew it was going to be Jalen Hurts' job. If you've seen any of his Instagram or Twitter, dude was squatting like 600 pounds. Like, he's the leader of that team. I think this is going to be a really fun year for Jalen Hurts. I'm looking forward to watching Oklahoma. The other news, of course, well, Mr. Ryan Day, he took over for my man Urban Meyer. Don't like Ohio State, by the way, if y'all didn't know that very much. Not a very big Urban Meyer fan. I wish Ryan Day luck, not saying bad things about him. I don't know him yet, so we'll find out. But he did name in what I thought was also not very shocking, Justin Fields is going to be the Buckeyes' starting quarterback. Now, I'm going to go ahead and ask this question, and then I'll answer it after Gabe answers it. But who has the better year? Justin Field, who transferred to Ohio State to play with Ryan Day, or Jalen Hurts to play at Lincoln Riley with Oklahoma?
You know, I'm going to have to say, just because there's not a single defense in the Big 12 that is scary, that Jalen Hurts, no doubt. Just because Big 10 actually plays defense.
And he also has 23, like Jalen Hurts. This is a guy who has 23 career rushing touchdowns. He has 71 total because he's thrown 48 touchdown passes. So when you got 48 touchdown passes and 23 career rushing touchdowns, you've counted for 71 touchdowns and you have the second best offensive records in Alabama history.
Yeah.
You're going to Oklahoma, the quarterback whisperer. I feel like you're going to be elevated.
Yeah.
Justin Fields couldn't get on the dang job in Georgia, and now he's going to learn a whole new offense, and he's younger. I feel he's got a lot longer to go.
Have you heard glowing reviews? Because I haven't heard glowing reviews of Justin Fields.
Me neither. I have not heard one person come out there and say, "Oh gosh, this dude makes Dwayne Haskins."
Like, it's a step down.
Like,
from what I'm hearing right now, the offense is looking for a step down from what it was last year.
By the way, I couldn't agree with you more, Gabe, but I did want to remind y'all is August 31st. We all know about Ole Miss and Memphis. We know about this Saturday with the Canes and the Gators. But yes, Jalen Hurts, by the way, September 1st, they host Houston. I think that's going to be a kind of a fun little football game. It's kind of a little interesting game to start off. I want to see what their offense is like with him at the helm. I think it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see it. But now it's time to get to my favorite segment in the whole wide world, Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
Hardwood is the best in the whole wide world. And you don't get to do the best without being a part of the best. And what's the best in Memphis? Well, that's Central Barbecue. Memphis is the best barbecue in the world. I've even watched people. I saw my girl Rachel Bartu tweet out, "Oh my goodness, 8 Central." I feel so like you come to Memphis, you like if you don't go to Central, you missed out. And she wrote in there, you just like you can't say people in Memphis can't cook. Man, when you think cooking, when you think ribs and smoked turkey, when you think smoked meats, please just think 4 great locations. Central Barbecue, the new one right here on Poplar down the street. You got the original in Central, downtown, and right behind the Civil Rights Museum, and then the Bad Boy right over there on Summer. 4 great locations, and also they have cbqmemphis.com. You can ship that amazing barbecue anywhere around the world. And then again, the last thing but not least, school is back, people. Best sandwich in the whole wide world. Smoked turkey sandwich from Central Barbecue. Yep, they sell their meats in bulk. Oh my goodness. You send that to, school with your, like your son or daughter, they're going to love you forever. Now, Central Barbecue, they are simply the best. Now, all this stuff that's going on in the world's been basically a little bit Looney Tunes, you could say, right? What do you think?
Yeah, very much. So I learned a crazy fact this morning. Did you know dolphins eat pufferfish to get high?
Dolphins are so smart, but no,
yeah,
I didn't.
they are. They literally,
pufferfish can kill you.
And this is why Twitter's a great app, okay? Because you go to the sections, you go to what's trending, and I saw pufferfish, so I click on it, and it turns out I learn a fact that dolphins eat pufferfish to induce a trance-like state for themselves because of the chemicals that pufferfish release when they puff up.
That is, and by the way, dolphins. Well, never mind. I can't say that on the air. They're the only ones that really, really like. Oh, never mind.
I think I know where you're going with that. But anyway, we can move on from that.
And then they're like the smartest sea creatures or something, man. They're bad to the bone. But by the way, did y'all know that Dwayne The Rock Johnson got married? Like, I know you're like going, well, he's kind of a sports star, right? I guess, like, because now we're putting like wrestling on ESPN these days. But he's been in everything. Everybody knows him. He's on TV. He played football back in the day. Now he got married to Lauren, and she'll be Lauren Johnson. They tied the knot. She's, of course, beautiful. What'd you expect? But I don't know, man. Just like The Rock getting married. My question for y'all, does this hurt his box office appeal? Was he ever a sex person?
Well, I think there's a lot of women that enjoy his work, but I don't think it hurts him at all. Because they cast him for anything. Because he's so
he'll do anything.
Because he's so big. He's got a good personality, though.
He does have a great personality.
I'm not saying I like every one of his films, but
this is such a great one because I can't wait to do this. I'm so excited about this. All right, now, do you know? This is such a great thing. Do you know who I always make fun of in Lenny Dykstra? Like, you haven't been here long enough. Like, this is a guy that, when people were calling him a financial guru, I was calling people morons. I was like, this is like going to be worse than Enron, Arthur Anderson. I was like, this is going to be like the biggest mistake ever. Of course, it was twice a big mistake. Dude ended up like stealing everything, going on like a cocaine binge, wrecking cars, running from police. Well, you know he's out of jail right now, and I think he makes like practically nothing. But he has to work at a bagel shop right now. So what do you think the ex-MLB superstar and quote celebrity boxing opponent decided to do when he went online?
What could he have possibly done?
He said, if I don't beat him, I'll be a ballerina dancer. And then he goes, which I don't understand that one. I guess he's sick of his boss. He says, it's not my, he said on September 20th, and then he said, oh, I can't say that. Then he says, if I see him, I'm going to blank his you know what. And then he says, it's not our fault you're in a bad mood always because you have a 1 inch and then it's blank. And I'm like,
I think people out there can fill in that.
So
blank.
basically what I'm trying to say is, do you still have a job? I don't think you still have a job after you say stuff like that, right?
I don't know. You wouldn't think so. It's like I'm not going to talk bad about anybody who employs me. I guess Lenny Dykstra is Lenny Dykstra, man.
Well, I wish him the best of luck. Congratulations, Lenny. You are absolutely a lunatic. This is also, the Mickey Rourke, him and the Mickey Rourke thing. That's also hilarious. If you haven't seen any of that, I don't have time to talk about it, but go check it out. It'll make you laugh. Now I have to understand something. I really need some help. This is very, very important for me. So DJ Khaled, do you know who that is?
Of course.
Now, he is released I know okay. See, this is where it shows who I am. What does he do?
He's a DJ.
But doesn't he make music?
And he's a producer. He produces beats for what he does is he'll have basically a bunch of artists come together and do a project for him where he does all the beats and produces and mixes and masters all these songs, but he has a bunch of different artists coming together to make these songs for him. Okay, he's a boss, man. He's a boss.
How did he get all these people to do all this stuff for him is what I'm trying to figure out.
Because he has been in the game for so long. And he's helped so many people. He was there with Lil Wayne doing some stuff with him. He's done a lot for a lot of people. So they still mess with him. They still like him.
Man, anyway, all I know, the reason I brought it up is because of the whole DJ. A lot of people have been talking in sports circles about the NFL, their new contract with Jay-Z and all that stuff. You've heard Eric Reed, who's been blasting Jay-Z, basically saying he buried Kaepernick. You've heard pros and cons. But anyway, I did not know that if DJ Khaled came out and said something, well, then that might just squash all the beef or whatever. But basically, I'm kind of being a little bit sarcastic. But DJ came out and said that he and his tons of famous faces are coming to support Jay-Z in the NFL. Now, that's where I guess what I was trying to ask you. So is he literally famous because of all the famous faces behind him? Is that where he gets his strength?
He is famous because he has done great work with all of those famous faces that we're talking about. He is one of the more famous, hip hop.
Well, him
pop
giving back to
producers that you can think
Jay-Z,
of.
does that like him backing Jay-Z? Does that kind of will that give a lot of clout to Jay-Z's people?
Oh God, yeah.
That's
DJ Khaled is he's kind of a weirdo, but he is respected. He's not a outward mean person. He's always done good for the community and everything like that. So it definitely is a good voice to have behind you if you're Jay-Z.
Okay, so this is the reason I brought it up, because I did not know this. Because see, I always thought that Beyonce, she has the Beehive. So I thought Eric Reed kind of coming out and attacking Jay-Z, that was wrong, because I thought the Beehive was going to jump on him. But then they didn't. and all this stuff. But then Khaled, when DJ came out and he said how he supports and all his famous friends and all this stuff, they support Jay-Z and how you got to be at the table, et cetera, all of a sudden, it seems like you said, all the famous people who were supporting Eric Reid have now switched sides and are now supporting Jay-Z.
Because it doesn't really make sense. I think Eric Reid is jumping to conclusions that aren't there yet. I think he needs to actually watch what's going to happen with this whole thing. I don't think there's anything that's happened that should lead him to believe that this is just sort of a ruse. That is clearly what he thinks, too. It's like, okay, we got Jay-Z on our side. That's what the NFL's trying to do. To make it seem like they're trying to help, but he may not think that they're trying to help. I don't really get his side of the thing. I don't know about you.
Like who? You talking about Jay-Z's?
No, Eric Reid.
This is a guy who tried to last year fight my guy over for the Eagles. Oh my gosh, how can I not remember his name? One of the best safeties in the business, Daryl Dawkins. But anyway. I just was curious about that. I didn't know that Khaled carried that much clout. I was just thinking Jay-Z has the Beehive. Jay-Z and Beyonce, they're big enough. They didn't need somebody to come out there and say, hey, I got
Between
support.
Jay-Z and DJ Khaled.
And the Beehive, don't forget.
I don't think Eric Reid has much of a chance as far as getting his message across, man. I'm just being real.
By the way, that's what they said. Now, this is going to make you laugh. Last but not least, I got to take a break. But guess how much Ezekiel Elliott says the security guard has asked for him to basically to drop charges. And police, by the way, have dropped charges. He's talking about civil. He says, I will go to civil court. Now, I will tell you, Elliott did offer him $25,000. That ain't bad.
What did he want?
He wants $500,000. Dude got pushed over, man, okay? Dude, take the $25K and say, cool, brah.
Is he the type of dude that woke up in the morning and put on a sling and a neck brace?
No, he didn't do any of that. He's just basically, I don't know.
I'm sorry, $500,000 for getting pushed over is a little much, especially when you don't have injuries.
I agree. I'm so with you. But I do have to also say, this is a very interesting situation because I'm wondering if Zeke, I think he's going to have to come out and probably give him $100K. You know what I mean? But do you think if this did go to trial, there's the video, he shoves the guy, you're going to find him guilty in civil court. The guy asked for $500 for, pain and suffering, being in the public eye or whatever. I'm just wondering, a lot of people in a jury, look at him as just this millionaire and don't think of $500,000 probably being a whole lot. How much do you think they would award him, honestly? I could see him dropping $250K, giving I could see a jury just halving it. All right, $250,000.
The dude is gonna get some money, but I just don't. $500,000, anything above $100,000, I think $25,000 is.
I think $25,000 is fair, to be honest with you. Very fair. Anyway, I would have taken it and run. Y'all tell me what you think. 67129. We'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Sports 56, 96.1, and yeah, I got the winners. 87.7 FM.
Sports Time with Rollo and Stats. Every weekday afternoon from 3 till 6. Right here on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
Hi, this is Troy Five Ash, owner of Five Ash Roofing. If you're in need of a roof, there's no better place to start than Five Ash Roofing. No matter what your situation is, we have you covered. We can walk you through the insurance process without committing fraud like many of my competitors. You'd be surprised how many times salesmen and contractors will manufacture storm damage just so they can get a sale. We do residential, multifamily, and commercial work. We're certified in every form of roofing we offer. Our labor warranties are for the life of the shingle, and we don't charge extra for that. And to my knowledge, there's no other roofing company in Memphis offering that level of security. And if that's not enough, we offer a best price guarantee. We are the official roofer of the University of Memphis Athletic Department and a proud member of the Tigers home team. Five Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
DeSoto Auto Sales specializes in late model cars with low mileage. They have the highest standards in the car industry. All of their cars are test driven, checked out from head to toe. Unlimited inventory, every make and model. And if it's not on the lot, they'll find it for you. Walk in the door of DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Within 45 minutes, you can test your car, get credit approval, and finish paperwork within an hour. No shortcuts at DeSoto Auto Sales. Kind, courteous employees, a down-home environment. DeSoto Auto Sales cares about your time. Lowest prices in a 350-mile radius. We're living in a world today where time does matter. Visit them online. Check out their referrals. DeSotoAutosales.com. Very proud to serve DeSoto County and other surrounding areas. DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Call 662-890-7184. 662-890-7184. Come on down to DeSoto Auto Sales.
Authentic is a word that's thrown around, but you're going to hear what authentic Caribbean food sounds like, and you're definitely going to go to 126 Monroe, the Curry and Jerk, to see what it tastes like. My man, Chef Ricardo, you cook everything in-house. You make all your spices. What are your secrets?
Well, the secret is Jamaican spices. This is my passion. I've been doing it over almost 15 years right now. So this is what I love to do.
Everybody knows about the curry shrimp and grits. Everybody loves like the jerk chicken, the curry. Chef Ricardo, your favorite dish is?
Man, choosing between the dishes that we got at Curry and Jerk, it would be like choosing between my kids because everyone is good.
And you don't have to go all the way to the Caribbean to have a taste of the Caribbean. You can have it right here in downtown Memphis. For more information, go to curryandjerk.com. And if you want authentic Caribbean cuisine, think only one place, Curry and Jerk.
Need physical therapy but don't know where to go? Tried physical therapy but had a bad experience? Grab your physician's referral and head to Revolution Physical Therapy at the corner of Goodman and Getwell. At Revolution PT, you'll get one-on-one, hands-on therapy. Better and more thorough than just going to the gym. Revolution is locally owned and staffed by neighbors who care about your maximum recovery. And they accept all major insurances. Certified in dry needling, expert in myofascial release. Always relaxed and friendly. Revolution Physical Therapy is just what you need.
Looking good and feeling good? You've been to Roosters Men's Grooming, the all-American classic barbershop. Whether boy or man, sportster or professional, when service matters, Roosters is the choice for all gentlemen. Roosters Men's Grooming offers a full-service shave, precision haircuts, and more. All with top-of-the-line products and a truly professional atmosphere. They even remember your name and offer you a beer. When looking good and feeling good matters, relax and unwind at Roosters Men's Grooming, Paragon Place, 6300 Poplar.
Did you know Davis Motorhome Mart is one of the top 10 Tiffin dealers in the U.S.? Come tour the 7.5 acres of beautiful travel trailers, motorhomes, fifth wheels, and toy hauler towables half-tons. Motorhomes from 27 feet up to 45 feet from brands like Winnebago, Coachman, Puma, Highland Ridge, and Tiffin. Take advantage of Davis Motorhome Mart's big blowout sale on 2019s and 2020s on their way. Stop by your gateway to travel freedom. Davis Motorhome Mart at 1145 East Brooks Road in Memphis. Call 901-332-3414 and cruise by the website davismotorhomes.com.
Now, back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Kick it over here. Kick it.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. Here's your host, John Harden.
Gold and shackles, ball and chain. Listen to the whistle of the evening train. You know you about to wind up dead. You don't head back to Tennessee jail.
What is up? Welcome back into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. I am your sports mixologist, John Harden. And you know what? I was going to bring these stories up in Hardenwood, but I saved them, the last two stories of the day, because they go kind of together. They're both about MMA. And I want to know something. Did y'all know Anthony Pettis and Nate Diaz fought this weekend? That was like the main event. My man Nate Diaz won in a decision in round 3, right? Yeah, I'm a baller. I didn't even watch this.
You know what? I had a get together, man, and had a little people over at my house to watch the fights. I really enjoyed it.
Was it good?
Oh, that was one of the best cards I've seen. And then Stipe Miocic took down Daniel Cormier, and that was
he knocked him. That was,
you got to understand.
No, that was a big upset.
These are both, honestly, in my opinion, probably top 5 fighters of all time in the UFC. So that card was incredible.
Wow. Well, now this is why I wanted to say this is what's incredible. All I've been wanting to know. So you did rent the fight. Did they smoke a joint after the fight? Yes or no?
No.
What?
It would have been cool, though.
But they said they were going to.
Didn't.
I almost rented just to watch it. Man, I think they went in the back and probably did because they talked about it. Anthony Pettis said that, him and Nate Diaz have had problems in their past and they've had bad blood for a long while. But you know what? We might not be cool now, but after we fight in UFC 241, he said I'd be down to smoke a joint with him and let bygones be bygones. I got to say, man, that's kind of cool. Doesn't that give like a vote? Like if two MMA fighters can get over their problems over a joint, then maybe if Congress and Republicans and Democrats started smoking a joint before they wrote our bills, maybe they could get something done. Does that make any sense?
Kind of.
Kind of. You're like, kind of scares me what kind of deal they might write.
I want to agree.
They might be
with it,
nicer to each other. I had to bring that up. And then the other thing I had to bring up is this is what's crazy, man. You got fighters who are talking about smoking a joint with each other after they fight each other. But then you have a moron announcer bragging about getting somebody fired. Like, no offense. I'm going to tell you right now. There are people out there who are going to write bad things about me and who are not going to like me. That is just a fact of life. People don't like everybody. But dude, Joe Rogan went on and started bragging about getting a guy named Tomas Rios fired from his job. He was with one of the leading magazines in the MMA. He wrote a bunch of stuff, and Joe Rogan hated the guy for some reason. Says he got the guy fired. And then you know what? And this is what's so funny. Nobody even mentioned him. He called him a dumb C word like 3 times. Said all these horrible things about him. And then guess what he did? Didn't say one single thing. Like they don't say anything about that. But once he says, but hey, a dumb C wouldn't know this. I can't stand that F word, and not the F-U word, the F that ends with the T word. You know what I'm saying? The homophobic slur. And now that homophobic slur is going to cost him his job. But like the whole press conference was like vile and disgusting. Again, how can you have a press conference with somebody who's supposed to be like the face of your, like, I mean, I know he's not Dana White, but Joe Rogan is a pretty, prominent face of the UFC, is he not?
God, yeah, man.
And he's going up there.
And before, I didn't even hear about the story. I tend to side on Joe Rogan. I like Joe Rogan usually, but that does not sound like him, man.
Dude, he went out there and said he's so proud that he got this dude fired. And now guess what? The funniest thing about it is now that magazine that got that guy fired is now reporting that Joe Rogan is in talk with the people at MMA because he might get fired from his job for using that homophobic slur. Karma, baby. Tell me it ain't real. Whatever y'all do, go to Inside One and get y'all's plays tonight. Don't touch that dial. Brett and Dave, they coming up next with some sports time. Get out there and make the world a better place. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace!
Frontier Western Store's world-famous boot showroom is waiting for you. With aisles and aisles of boots in one easy spot, you will find your next favorite pair at Frontier. Everyone loves Ariat boots, and Frontier has over 1,000 pair in that brand alone. Come grab a pair of rugged work boots like the Workhog, or discover an everyday classic in Ariat's Rambler. Tons of other brands as well: Rocky, Dan Post, Red Wing, Durango, Justin, Twisted X, and many more. Frontier constantly restocks and refreshes their lineup of boots, so you're certain to walk out of the store happy in your new comfortable footwear. They have a wide assortment of sizes available for men, women, and children. Work, dress, or play, Frontier's knowledgeable staff will cheerfully help you find the perfect fit. It's boots galore at Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road, Olive Branch, or on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Family owned and operated, you know it, since 1967.
Upgrade your commute at Acura of Memphis. Seize